Change is often presented as something positive, a better job, a healthier routine, a new opportunity. Yet when change actually appears in our lives, many people hesitate. Some avoid it completely. Others feel anxiety, fear, or discomfort, even when they know the change could improve their life. So why does this happen? Why do humans fear change, even when it is clearly good for them? To understand this, we need to look inside the human mind. At its core, the human brain is designed for survival, not happiness. For thousands of years, survival depended on predictability. What was familiar felt safe. What was unfamiliar felt dangerous. Even today, your brain still follows this ancient rule. When something changes, your brain doesn't ask, "Is this good for me?" Instead, it asks a simpler and more powerful question: is this safe? And because change brings uncertainty, the brain often treats it as a threat.
One of the main psychological reasons people fear change is loss of control. When life stays the same, the brain can predict outcomes. You know what to expect. You know how to respond. But change removes that certainty. Even positive change introduces unknowns. A new job might mean growth, but also new responsibilities. A healthier lifestyle might mean discipline and discomfort. A new relationship might bring joy, but also emotional risk. The brain dislikes uncertainty because it requires extra energy. Thinking, adjusting, and learning are mentally expensive. Staying the same feels easier. So the brain resists change, not because it is bad, but because it is unfamiliar. Another reason people fear change is identity attachment. Humans don't just get used to routines, they get used to identities. I'm not the kind of person who does that. This is just how I am. This has always been my life. Change threatens these identities. When change appears, it forces the brain to ask uncomfortable questions. Who will I be if this changes? What if I fail? What if I succeed and still feel empty? To avoid these questions, many people choose comfort over growth. There's also a powerful psychological concept called loss aversion. Studies in behavioral psychology show that humans feel losses more intensely than gains. Losing something feels more painful than gaining something of equal value feels rewarding. So when change arrives, the brain focuses on what might be lost, not on what could be gained. Time, energy, status, comfort. Even if the potential reward is greater, the fear of loss often feels stronger. Fear of change is also connected to past experiences. If someone has experienced failure, rejection, or disappointment after previous changes, the brain remembers that emotional pain. The brain learns patterns quickly. It assumes that future change will bring similar pain, even if circumstances are completely different. This is not logic. This is emotional memory. The brain is trying to protect you from repeating past hurt. Another hidden reason people fear change is social pressure. Humans are social beings. We're deeply influenced by how others perceive us. Change can disrupt social expectations. People might question your decisions. They might misunderstand your goals. They might even resist your growth. The fear of judgment activates the same areas of the brain associated with physical pain. So sometimes, staying the same feels safer than standing out. Interestingly, fear of change does not mean weakness. It means your brain is doing its job, trying to keep you safe. But safety and growth are not the same thing. Growth requires uncertainty. Learning requires discomfort. Progress requires adaptation. The brain resists at first, but it also adapts quickly once change becomes familiar. This is why the hardest part of change is usually the beginning. The key is understanding this. Fear does not mean the change is wrong. Fear often means the change is new. When you recognize fear as a natural response, not a warning, you regain control. Instead of asking, "Why am I afraid?" A better question is, what is my brain trying to protect me from?
Change becomes easier when it feels gradual, intentional, and meaningful. Small steps reduce uncertainty. Clear purpose reduces resistance. Self-awareness reduces fear. The brain learns through experience. Once it realizes that change does not equal danger, resistance fades. So the next time you feel fear around a positive change, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, is this fear protecting me or limiting me? And if fear disappeared for just a moment, what kind of life would you choose to build?